Hello everybody and welcome to F1 2017 Career Mode, Episode 1. We're on launch day. There are problems with this game. I was doing a live stream earlier on with Definitely Zero, who is on YouTube and Twitch, and we ran into no bugs at all during our multiplayer session locally. However, there is a massive bug with this game on launch day, which means that if you go into multiplayer and you just do a public game, at the end of every session, every single person gets disqualified. So no one's winning any races. No one's getting any, like, if you're doing a qualifying session, it just disqualifies you. Absolutely ridiculous. Quite how a massive bug in this game can be launched like that off the bat, I've got no idea. The other problem is that the game uses the F1 logo, so if you do want to live stream anything, my first live stream has been blocked by FOM because of that. So just make sure that when you go to races, that the F1 logo where it flies across the screen with all the colours, just skip it as soon as possible, and I think that's what's causing the problem. So just some heads up for people. So I'm going to dive into career mode. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I've got the right kind of difficulty levels all sorted out, but we'll see what happens, because I've not actually been into career yet. So you now need to select a team to race for. Each team has different expectations and goals. Choose carefully. So what have we got on the old stataroos? Okay. Which team should I go for? Score regular points. What? I like how each person's got kind of their own thing. I almost feel like I should go for Renault and say that Jolyon Palmer did not get kept on. And do that, or go for Williams and replace Lance Stroll, maybe. Or to go for Honda and go for Stoffel Van Dorn. What should I go for? I've got a feeling I might end up going for different types of career over time. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? It's tough. Well, I'm doing Haas in the career in the co-op mode, so I won't be doing Haas. Maybe I should do Williams. Or, no, do you know what? Let's be Sauber. And let's... Team Banana. Oh, Manor! Oh, Manor, now you've said it. Right, screw it. Let's pretend Jolyon Palmer got the boot at the end of 2016. And that I will replace Jolyon Palmer as the twat in the grid and on the field. Let's do it. Okay, so doing full practice. It's got to be full qualifying. Formation lap is on. Race starts are going to be manual. Obviously 100% race distance, because that is me. So the big thing that is quite difficult to understand, I think, is... Oh, hang on. Okay, council. We're not doing pro career this time round. Is this whole sliding scale for AI. So... my mate Esteban, who's Definitely Zero in the co-op stuff, is having his AI at 80. But I want to go for 90 because I feel like if I'm actually doing custom setups, I will gain that amount over time. So let's be brave. So race 1, 100%. No race 2s. Oh, trophy for choosing that. So flashbacks, I'm going to put on just in case there's some weird glitches, because it's the beginning of the circle of life. Vehicle damage. Shall I go full of I'm going to go simulation because I'm a nutter. Safety car obviously on. Strict corner cutting, because it wouldn't be a career season for me unless there was like problems everywhere with that. Manual starts obviously. Formation lap is on. My assist, just in case anyone's interested, I'm keeping traction control on medium at the moment because I'm still getting used to the game because I've only had it for a couple of hours. Dynamic weather, obviously, and official time starts. Weekend tyre allocation is now available for everyone. And I'm going to go for balanced because I need to work out what the tyre allocation is all about this time round. Because in theory, tyre wear should be less of an issue if they're following it this year with actual stats. Manor, if you're still there, I'll be interested to know what team you're going to go for career. Because without Manor on the grid, I feel like you'll be lost, my friend. Also, a big shout out to Manor for helping me get my F1 2016 Platinum Trophy. Whoop whoop. Oh, hello. Oh, Emma Jenkins. That's a wonderful font for a door. Oh.
Yes, and I respect that. But my client has a championship to contest. So if you want our participation, I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory.
Oh, she's a bit of a bitch for like a first driver.
Career.
Ah. Okay.
No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race.
Okay.
Firstly, as requested, there's a copy of your contract.
She looks really
It's
tired.
a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards.
Ooh.
Second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season. The experience and exposure from these will be great for your image. Plus, you'll get to drive some nice historic cars. Now then, go get ready for the next
Just
session.
wanna hear how it sounds. Manor hires.
Man, a horse. Oh, so close. So close. I like it. I like it. Well done, Manor. Welcome to Renault Formula 1 team. We're delighted to have you on board. Work closely with Nico Hulkenberg. Please don't replicate Jolyon Palmer because last year he was shit. Okay, now go out and win some points. I'm glad that they didn't say go out and win some races. Lol. Oh, can I have some fruits, please? What else we got? Oh, look, there's... Is that David Croft and Anthony... No, it can't be, because Anthony looks like he's Asian. David Croft looks skinny. That was bitchy, wasn't it? Moving on. Right, so let's take a little look. Laptop of introduction. Yes, 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 yes. That's very yellow. I like it. Vehicle management. There are 6 component types. Make up the power unit as a whole. Each
Hello,
component
smiling
type.
face with open mouth. I am here after a long time. XD.
Ah, hello, Master. Hope you're well, sir. Circuit type, key factors. Component we warn will have negative side effects and be pronounced. Okay. Component lifespan can drastically improve through R&D. As per the official regulations, there are 4 instances of each component to last for the season. Free swap between the sessions. Okay. Right. So obviously we've got everything looking nice and fresh there. Ah, same with gearbox. Okay. Ah, right. Fair enough. There's my weekend tyre allocation.
I had to turn down the other sounds to hear Jeff properly during races though.
Yeah, I noticed that. He comes out really, really quiet. And initially, when he was coming out through my controller, I couldn't hear him at all. Right, let's go to practice 1. And hope I need to quickly jump past the F1 graphic if it comes up for FOM copy strike. Because they've already taken down my live stream of my unboxing and first impression. I was really unimpressed with that. Also, I don't know if anyone else is having the same problem, but every single public lobby race I've played in multiplayer, every single person has been disqualified. Every single person for every session. It's ridiculous.
Practice session for the Australian Grand Prix is about to start. So Anthony, lots
Oh,
to do,
Kimmy.
of course, in these sessions, lots of
Is that
programs
Kimmy
to
looking
run.
like he's
What
half
are you looking
Indian?
for when you jump in the car for
Oh,
free
that
practice?
looks scary.
Well, you have
Oh, is that
basic
Karun?
checks first of all. You know, is the car
No.
working correctly? What the track conditions like? And you'll be chasing that as the session
Side
goes
bands.
on. Things like that. Then you start getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, and they become more like test sessions where it's all about gathering new data, testing components,
just got a
tweaking the
race
setup,
where it
and so on.
worked.
So there's only so
But
much
just
actual
one XD.
practice that these drivers need. Most of them will be plenty familiar enough with the track layout, either from previous experience or from the simulator.
Okay. Oh, garage tutorial. Don't mind if I do.
Wouldn't be a Cody's game without a ridiculous online buck on day one.
That's true.
Utilize these sessions to complete practice programs, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second.
Well.
Morning, Jeff here. I'm looking forward to working with you as your race engineer. Hope you've had a good night's sleep because we've got a lot of work to do today to prep for the season ahead. We're ready to fire up the car, so why not head out and get a few
I love
laps
the
under your
game
belt?
so far.
I'm loving it so far as well. I'm just going to quickly dive onto the audio settings so that Jeff can actually pop up. So I'm just going to doink, 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 doink. Let's do that. I'm assuming you can all hear me okay. And we'll sort that. We'll sort it out later. Race director, still the same stuff. Right, cool. Let's go to setup. And I'll do my usual. I'll go into that.
When you get a chance, make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
It's a different Jeff. He's less northern. What's going on? What have you done to my Jeffage? Right, what have we got? Track acclimatization, tyre management, fuel saving, quali pace, race strategy. Team objective. Informed strategy. Interesting. Okay. Right. So let's go out and do a track acclimatization. I know these are relatively boring.
We'll alter the setup of the car.
Let's try
Let's get a
that.
few laps under our belt.
I just want to see all of the practice sessions in action. I won't necessarily, like in future live streams of Career, just like last year, I won't be streaming the practice sessions, but for the first one where we get to see all the different types of stuff, I think it's worthwhile. And of course, the disengage pit limiter now. Oh, it looks so yellow. I love it. And I did love that it was able to get my 2016 save and automatically choose my helmet and stuff for me. It was nice. I like that. It should have given me a reward for doing that kind of stuff. I'm still getting used to the amount of grip that's available. Everything is just so much faster. I will be on that screen so much. I need to set up hotkeys as well, because I didn't realise that you could set up hotkeys for very specific
Now I need to
things.
get new setups fixed.
Feels bad, man. Oh, okay. More updates.
Copy.
I want a chatty Jeff. Whoop. Okay, let's do this. How's it looking?
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distances on your MFD.
MFD? MF1, mate. Feels so planted. Like you can feel that it's about to give way and bite, but when you're driving within yourself slightly, it feels very nice and planted. One year I'll be able to do that chicane like properly, lap after lap. I'm always terrible at that chicane. I've never particularly gone well in Australia. Even when I do online leagues in different games, Australia has never been a strong point for me at all. I don't know, I think it's because so many people spend so long practicing this one because it's always a season opener. So in comparison, I always do terrible. Oh, I think I've done well there.
Great stuff. You pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
Oh, that was quite harsh for the track exceeding limits.
I notice you can't hold the DRS button before the line this year. You have to wait for the beep now.
Ah, okay. I've not got the... I've noticed you can do the upshift tones again this year for gearing, but I didn't... Yeah. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, so look, 3% on tyres. Nothing on the old stuffy wash. Session update.
Quick position rundown for you. The current top
Oh.
5 are Ricciardo, second place. You're in second place. Van Dorn, Vettel, and Raikkonen.
Jeff seems to understand what I'm saying a bit better. Hey, Chimpy. Oh, trophy. Hard work pays off. Practically perfect. Thank you very much for all those trophies.
Jeff gives you wet tires at a pit stop.
Don't make me sad, Manna. Don't make me sad. I've not had a Jeff problem yet, actually. But then I've not really asked him to do very much. This will be a proving ground. I'd also really like to know who's doing that in-track voiceover, because they're proper like shout out to Alonso and all that stuff. Now, I
Managed to
mean,
get a tyre wear program done on at least one compound during these sessions.
It's the
We
honeymoon
can get some
air
good
wheel.
strategy and development information, so it's worth the effort.
we'll be strangling each other by the time we get to
I
China.
meant period.
Period. Right, that's all good. Nothing different there. There's Nico. Yeah, I quite like that. Right, so quite a bit off the pace, just the 4 seconds. Ooh. And
Or
it's,
should you say Azerbaijan face with tears of joy?
oh God, Azerbaijan! Don't make me shudder. Right, so let's try.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Alright. Let's try the fuel save then. Oh, hang on. What's our tyres like first? Reigning world champion Nico Rosberg. So I'm going to go up like that, I think. And in fact, actually, I might go a little bit more like that with the wings for the time being. I'll leave the rest kind of as it is for now.
I was crap at the fuel save.
And
Have you replaced?
I've replaced Palmer, of course. Why we can't have two shit Brits on the grid? We've got F1 can only deal with one terrible British person on the grid. So
We'll make the changes you requested. So far,
Thanks.
our fastest lap
crumbs.
is a 1:31.3.
Sorry, my fault. I wanted to check the tyres. Right, so what looks different on this? Okay. Well, that is a practice
How many
one thing
front
anyway.
wings have you broken yet?
None yet. Oh, that's cool with the expected lifespan stuff. That's interesting. And helpful as well, because then you kind of do actually know when it's going to conk to a degree. I'll be very interested to see just how sympathetic a driver I am, because I think I'm quite heavy-handed with my throttle application because I've got fat thumbs. So let's give this a go. And let's dive out. Let's do a driver
Everyone
drive.
ready? Okay, let's go.
Thanks, Jeff. Because I'm never fast, but speaking just in general with online leagues that I do on other games, I'm generally quite reliable in terms of at least getting across the line and getting home. There might be bits of the car missing, but I'm normally quite sympathetic to cars and like coaxing them around, probably because I'm always about 3 seconds off the pace, so I'm never actually like properly wringing its neck. Ooh. Right, let's see how this feels with the increased wings and the idea of having obviously a bit more wing on the front than the rear is that it will have better turn in, which will give me even more grip around the corners, which means in theory I'll go faster, but who knows? It might mean worse tyre life though, that's the other thing.
Are you playing the intros and take the copyright or not?
No, I think it's just the F1 logo bit where it rolls in. So I skip those, but when David Croft and Anthony Davidson are talking, that's fine. Because that was fine last year. Okay, let's see how this fuel saving works then. Got.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
That's lovely. This is quite difficult. Oh, okay, it doesn't let you change the fuel mixture. I was wondering. I mean, I know I've got this at like 90 for the actual AI stuff. But I'm clearly quite fat on the old fuel. Shit.
Weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
How can you...
Coast across the line.
Yeah, but you still have to get it within a target lap time, chimp. Oh, Christ.
Then just speed off, then coast.
I don't think it was... They've got much more better at perfecting this whole fuel calculation this year, because that would have lurked last year, but you can kind of see how the fuel is dripping, not dripping, you know what I mean, it's like going down. Christ, I lost half a...
Too many years seemed to help. I wouldn't know because Royal Mail were lying fuck off.
What was that, man? I don't go down too many gears seemed to help. Okay. I find that always helps with tyre wear.
To improve on that.
Oh my god. I'm surprised that didn't say that I was cutting. And I'm clearly just slow around the chicane anyway. But I think also my car is very thirsty in general, because you can see going down the straight how much I'm losing. Are we gonna do it? I think we're gonna do it! Yes! Fuck a duck. Oh, another trophy. Feed the machine. What is that, my belly?
Nearly out of fuel.
Renault
Almost
engines
out of
are just
fuel. You need to
shit-made.
pit within the next 2 laps.
No, not Honda. Don't insult my beautiful banana. Oh, Tom Harrison Lord likes an activity. Session update.
Here's the top 5 cars as things stand. Bottas, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Perez, and Grosjean.
So we're still going slowly. I wonder if I've put the difficulty up a bit too high. Never mind. It's a moving
This lap,
feast.
please. Box this lap.
Yeah, all right, Jeff. All right, Jeff. It's okay. Oh, and 1% on everything. I'm going to get so paranoid over that screen. I can tell.
I'm doing a Honda career mode, then Cyber in season 2. What difficulty are you on? You can't change it either, I don't think.
Not between weekends, I don't think. Sorry, not during a weekend, I don't think you can. So this Mind you, I found that I was way off the pace when it came to like races and stuff. Sorry, not races. In qualifying, like in ultimate speed. But when it came to the race itself, I felt like I'm better in the race. Probably because they're managing their car with all of their reliability parts. So it just means that I'll be in infinite grid penalties in the second half of the season. But I don't mind if it just means that I'm a bit more competitive. Ooh, that's a weird effect on that arm in the rear wing. Wing mirror, sorry. So I'm on 90% AI difficulty, which is Master. Or Legend, whichever one's the highest of the two. So it's like the one... sorry, the lowest of the two.
Each race face with tears of joy.
I hope not. Oh, so what we got here? Full throttle, 75%, coasting, 7%.
One of the programs we should probably do before qualifying is the qualifying program. Let's prepare ourselves as best we can. We don't want to find ourselves starting at the back.
I see Jeff is still as sarcastic with that comment as everything else. It's almost like he read the scripts and went, that fucking thing's back again. Bah! Oh, I like the extra stats there. I was saying this with Motorsport Manager, actually. Seeing stats available for things makes me start to feel like things are real as opposed to being not simulated, but sometimes you kind of wonder if the game is cheating a little bit when you're not looking. But that makes me feel a little bit happier.
The same recording, didn't they?
It sounds differently recorded. Wow, the McLaren didn't look orange there. The McManor. Pascal Verlaine is not in that car. Right. Oh, good. We're not last. We're a 10th ahead of Stoffel Van. I'm happy with that. That will do.
I didn't notice the stats when I did my career. Nice touch.
Okay. Race strategy practice program is designed to benchmark your car's tyre wear and fuel usage in order to help build a personalised race strategy around you.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 29.1.
Okay. Right, so I'm just going to play a little bit on setup for a smidge, just because I'm not 100% sure about setup in general.
Does it still say Toro Rosso isn't a Renault engine?
Pass. I don't know, actually. I've not taken any notice. I should have a look in a sec. I feel like the wings are okay. That makes sense to me because I'm always fat fingery. I'm sure the suspension could be played around with a bit, but I'm not so good on that. Brake pressure. Under pressure. Just going to move that down slightly. Increasing tyre patch, you can also... Let's do that. Just for now. Right, let's do the old tyre management. And let's return back to our previous set. I'm not going through stuff. And I'm just going to go straight in for a flying lap on this one. Just because I'm conscious that watching me do out and in laps is probably the least sexiest part of this broadcast. And I'll be discarding these tyres at the end of the practice session anyway.
The tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner.
Right.
Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
feel like that's going to come back to bite me on the bum. Ooh, 2% on some of those parts as well. So traditionally, I've always been terrible on tyre wear because I'm fat. Fingered. Well, I am fat, but I'm also fat-fingered and very heavy with my acceleration.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
It's something that F1 2016 really taught me about. I mean, I knew before, but I was very conscious of it in that specific game. And I always found that, like Mano was saying, with the fuel stuff, being able to sometimes just stick in a higher gear where possible, because that means that you've got slower traction out of the corner. That would help me with my tyre wear sometimes. I feel like I'm still not getting that chicane anywhere near right, because I'm using old braking points as well from last year. And gears, which is probably not a good thing, because that's me just replicating last year's lap times.
We managed the pace well that lap, and tyre wear is more or less as expected.
Okay, not terrible then. I do like the more chunkier UI on this as well. Oh!
Tyre wear is in 7 laps. Yes.
There we go. First front wing to go. Didn't take long, did it? Box this lap. Jeff? Can I? Jeff! Box this lap. Oh, fine. Fucking Jeff.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
Good job I'm not playing the front wing / corner cutting drinking game.
I don't think that's safe for anyone in these streams. Although, whilst I quickly get into the pit lane, let me go and quickly grab a new cider for me to drink from. Because, you know, christening stuff.
Have set us back a little.
So is this not the new... Oh, okay, I don't think
Couldn't
it
receive
does.
that. Repeat the message.
Or I think it will do in a second. Yeah, so you've got the repair time to actually do the front wing, which I really like that, because it's a... And going back to older F1 games where everything was in spectator mode and in real time...
Best lap so far is a 1:28.9.
Thanks. And cheers, everyone. I have a strawberry and lime Scandinavian cider from Lidl, that gourmet shop.
You can get 12 bottles of cider from Morrison's for £6.
You've just revealed too much about yourself there, chimp. And even it keeps everything in real time for me. Makes me excited and happy. So that's all good. How are we doing on the old Lapperoo time? Oh, there we go. Only 1.2 seconds off of Hulkenberg. I'm practically Palmer. What more do Renault need or want? So that's all good. What was the other thing I was looking at? Oh yeah, so one thing that used to really make me not annoyed but slightly miffed was the weather. And it's one of the things that they've not changed is this weather layout. So, oh great, rain halfway through qualifying, just what we want. But a sunny race, okay, helpful. Right. Let's dive down to me.
Okay, just so it's in your mind, if you have us make a setup change and you don't like the feel, don't hesitate to come back and undo it. You can save any setups that you like from the tablet, or you can always use one of the presets the team has built from our simulation data.
Contrary. Right, so we've done that with the setup stuff. With the tyres, so extra info that was available there. Let me dive into setup. Whatever I'd done to... I want those back. It felt less grippy. And let me stick that at 72. And then let's save that as a setup. Pause 1. Try. Oh good, it says it's dry anyway. And that can be my starting block. And no doubt we'll go around. I quite often go to f1carsetup.com. Does what it says on the tin.
When you're in the garage, it looks like F1 cars from 2011 with how big they are.
You should go back more years than that, chimp. Right. So, I'm quite happy with that as a practice session, because what I want to do is spread the qualifying pace and the race strategy stuff over...
We're 16th in the speed trap, 188.1 miles per hour.
Okay. That sounds quite poor. I like the extra info. I wish that info was available to me, though, somewhere else. I'm assuming it's not available in the race director stuff. Also notice that the teams are just team names. There's no engine stuff there. Ha! Ha! Oh, Stoffel! Love it. First grid penalty of the year is to the Belgium. Yeah, right. Let's speed it on through a wee bit. And then I'll do the other practice stuff in practice 2 and 3.
First of many.
Repeat that, there's interference.
I didn't say anything, I was drinking.
I don't like the info at the bottom. I liked it at the top.
I get what you mean. Oh wow, Danny Rick's fast in sector 2. It's going far, taking longer than I thought it would. Never mind. And Lance Stroll is overpowered. Sort that out. And I think Force India are underpowered. So they need to come forward a little bit. Maybe it sorts itself out when we get into a few races or so. But yeah, Stroll, way overpowered. And I'd argue that Palmer might be slightly underpowered as well. But I'm sorting that out, don't worry. Right, we won't scroll through the time remaining stuff in the next ones. That's taken long. I thought that would be quicker. I don't know why.
Day 1 patch maybe.
Well, the day 1 patch is 4 gig. Because I've already downloaded it. Because we're already on version 1.03. So clearly something was wrong.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top 3 again
Engine power
are
is based off
Vettel,
Australia.
Bottas and Kimi Raikkonen. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Interesting. Any more shit happen? No. Right. What happens between a practice session? Does anything happen at all? Lovely cider. Glug glug. Ooh. I'd love to own a truck like that. Ooh, look at me and my monitor.
Ah, you got my message. Perfect.
Hello.
Welcome to home away from home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end... Sorry, just a sec.
Oh, at least you actually apologise. Emma Jenkins was just a
Chris,
bitch.
This is important. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Right.
Oh, you can tell it's a British team. There's cups of tea
Have
on
Sam
saucers.
reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Emma
As I
Jenkins
was
is a
saying,
bitch.
We've set up a desk for you at the front here.
Really?
You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good.
He's wearing jeans.
Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
Okay, resource points can provide you... Team have allocated you 2,500 resource points to kick off development. Ooh! Okay. Uh-oh. Stop cutting corners, Simon. They take
R&D
away your
is so
points.
much more in depth this time. Bit overwhelming.
Good. I love me some strategy stuff. Right, let's have a rummage because I've not got a clue what this is all about. So upgrades, durability, chassis, I don't know, it's powertrain competencies. Oh god, this sounds like work. R&D in progress, nothing. Progress history. Ah, that'll be interesting to note.
I need an explant.
I don't think you should do anything with plants, mate. Right, so so that's the current rare. Current reputation level.
Explanation asterisk.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right, so let's dive into the R... Oh, it's just an extra stuff on my laptop. Sorry, having a thick moment. Right, so if you've ever played an RPG... And Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 10... This reminded me so much of that, where you collect XP or resource points, and then you allocate them based on the skills. And like in an RPG, you do it for a certain character, so you'd have like a magic person would learn all the magic stuff, if you're steering, if you've got like a tank that you want to take all the damage, then you give them extra hit points or something. This makes me feel like this is the kind of stuff that we've got. But, so let's zoom in. So we've got general wear, develop at the price of 500. So we've got 2,600 that we've got, that we can do. Development time 1 week. minor, price 500. Okay, so not everything could be 1 week, surely? What is there? And it's all dependent by the looks of it. Chassis factory assist instant 2 weeks. Oh, fabulous. Oh, I love it. And I guess for me, this is just as much about your driving style. So if you find that you're lacking... so if you like a car that oversteers, then you might want to develop the front downforce first before developing the rear downforce. If you like a car that understeers, rear downforce might be a better way to go first. Especially if you're struggling to keep a car on track, that'll probably be better, because there's no point getting then like a massively powerful powertrain if you can't control it, if that makes sense. Whereas if you was driving the McLaren, this would be where you'd need to go first, potentially, because that's probably your most important thing that you need to do. So let's see what he recommends. Okay, central undertrain weight deduction. Let's develop it then. I'll follow you. Estimated delivery for Bahrain. Let's do it. Oh, Chris knows best. Thank you, trophy. Oh, and so that then seems to unlock. We can go for either of those first. Ah, right. So it's all very well us doing that, but we need to make sure that, I guess... Right, sorry, my fault. Talking bollocks. So, all of the hexagons are things that we can upgrade on the car, but all of these are factory-based stuff.
I think you'll find mums know best.
Not if they shop at Iceland. So where he was talking about like parts fail and stuff like that, upgrade those and I guess you'll have less of a problem in my head. So I'm quite happy. Yeah, upgrades failing by 7.5%. I'll develop that instantly so that we've got more of a chance of something actually working. Means 10% less resource points are required to... Ooh, that could be useful. Yeah, let's do that. Because then in future, it's going to cost less resource points for us to get all of this stuff. So that's quite handy. Let me dive back. What's the next... Okay, that was his recommended upgrade. Where else should we go? So I guess the other thing that's worthwhile for me at the moment would be durability, because I'm paranoid about reliability problems. Ah, but we've spent all our resource points anyway, so it doesn't matter. And that's unavailable because they're busy doing other stuff. Cool. Well, I'm quite happy that we've gone for something juicy. Hope that made vague sense, chimp. Relatively straightforward. Makes sense. But yeah, if you're struggling with car handling, I'd go for aerodynamics and chassis. Ah! Jump. If you're struggling for power down the straights...
Not really, but I'm dumb, so you know.
Ah, you are just a chimp. You're not dumb, mate. You're fine. Set up. So we was only 16th down the straight on straight line. So let's try that. Downforce. I'm going to get annoyed with that guy chatting in the background, I can tell. Right, let's go for race strategy and see what happens here. So super soft, 5 laps. I'm painfully aware that this is all taking out stuff from my powertrains.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Oh. Bit of a tummy ache. I had Swedish meatball sandwich for dinner because I didn't really know what else to have. But then I realised that they weren't Swedish meatball, and it was corn meatballs, just flavoured like a Swedish meatball. I think it might have just confused my brain, and now my stomach doesn't know what to do with it. Right. So much lens flare in this game. Our good friend Tom, Mr. Lord himself, said that it was Chocker 2 lens flare. Which did make me laugh. Okay, how are we going to get on with this?
I had macaroni cheese. I felt it after that.
Fair enough. More updates.
Confirmed.
Weather report?
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Sorry, I was really confused with myself. Weather report.
Say that again. We're having trouble receiving.
Jeff. Weather report.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Really? Really? Oh, fuck you, Jeff. I voice videos for the UK government. I can't have a terrible voice.
Jeff face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. So it begins.
So it begins.
Jeff face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
It is almost like the ballad of Smithy and Jeff needs to be a thing. I'll have to go through all of my F1 career videos and do like an outtake montage of the amount of times Jeff and I have had an argument. Oh, shit.
Didn't realize I sent twice.
It's okay. There was quite a lot of faces with tears of joy, but that was okay. Let me change the front bias. Let's put it back.
You missed the face of tears of joy.
I don't miss the face of tears of
Okay,
joy.
you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
Oh, stats popped up, but I wasn't looking because I was going, oh, in my head I was thinking lens flare. Christ. No, no, no.
I was thinking Alonso must be using his sunglasses.
In a deck chair. I never get that corner right, I don't think either. I swear I brake too late for it every time.
Banana cars make a grand return.
Joshy! How you doing, mate? I had to replace Jolie and Palmer, I couldn't help it.
We need you to improve on that.
Average tyre wear 2%. Okay. And then fuel loss in kilograms.
Not as yellow as last year.
No, that's probably because there's less of a streak of piss driving it, maybe. I'm not sure. Though Palmer looks suspiciously on the pace today.
Better than Palmer.
I don't know. I may have got the AI value for this first race horrifically wrong, potentially. It could be a Smithy and Sauber sandwich going on in the battle for 18th. But we'll get there.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
I'm probably going Williams for my career, since by some weird way, they're my home team.
Oh, hey! I nearly went for Williams, actually, to replace Stroll, but then I thought, how could I not want to see those eyebrows pixelated on my screen, looking like they're probably wanting to rape my mind? Oh. One of the things I think is a real big change with this is that...
You weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
Yeah, all right, Jeff. Is the concept of different lines through corners this time around. I've always felt like it didn't matter if you was going to make the corner or not. Sorry, if you was gonna, it didn't matter if you was going to make the corner, but if you wasn't on the quote-unquote normal racing line, it would just like automatically spear you off. But it feels like this year that the racing line is a little bit more forgiving in being able to let you take multiple lines through different corners.
He sounds different.
I think he sounds different. I think it's a different Jeff.
You have to change team this year if you sign for a big team.
I don't know if I want to. I might want to take... I want my bananas to be back on top again. And Palmer to just be crying in the corner going, why did they do this to me? Oh shit. Ah, that time valid. Damn you and those strict corner cutting rules. That was a genuine mistake, that one as well. Right, last lap on the race strategy sim.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
Okay. Right, can I at least get one under the lap time? Oh Christ. How's that not treated as a cut?
Jeff nags as much as my teachers.
Right, let's see if it's this chicane that I lose the half second again. Oh, I was going to say, that's the best I've ever taken that chicane, I swear. That was good. That was less good. So I went wide, but it held it, whereas before you would just spear off.
If you could be the radio guy for one driver, who would hit VRT? Asterisk B.
Who would hit VRT? HRT? I would do it for... Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I'd do it for Lewis Hamilton so that I could just troll him all race and say things like, Nico's faster, or your hair is ridiculous, or by the way, we've tattooed your telemetry onto your body but you need to find it, in amongst all your other tattoos. What's really annoying at the moment, just having a mini Lewis Hamilton moan, is that so where I go to work, I have to swap trains and get on the underground at Tottenham Hale, and where I always get onto a certain carriage on the train, and currently directly opposite me every morning is a topless Lewis Hamilton in the shower, doing some, it's either I'm sure it's L'Oreal or it's a perfume, one of the two, but he's doing that annoying I'm a man but I've got perfect skin face, which is just a confusing combination anyway. And so every morning I'm like having to look at him showering before I get on my part 3 of my commute. And so maybe I'd like to be his radio engineer just to tell him, do you know what? You can get out of the shower, mate. It's all right. It's all right. "2008. I'm not liking that man." Oh, Kimi. Back in the Ferrari for 2018. To be fair, he's not been... He's got better each year he's been at Ferrari. But I feel like it's time for him to go now. Oh, so because we failed, there was nothing there?
So far is a 1 minute 28.4.
That feels slightly evil, I think. Hey, DVA. I'd have at least just... They was never going to stick Leclerc in there. But the problem now is that there's only 20 seats. So where do you stick people that you want to... It's too much of a high risk to stick people in without having them now go through so many different places. Unless you're Red Bull and you've got 50 million teams. So it makes it quite difficult for Ferrari to stick people in, which is why I think they've now got back closer with Sauber again, because they need to do something. Because I think Mano was going to... Mano would do it for Mercedes. Sauber would do it for Ferrari and become their B teams. It's why we need a 24 or 26 car grid again, if it could ever happen. Right, I'm going to end that session because I want to do practice 3.
At the end of the session, then, here are your top 3.
Oh, hello.
Raikkonen, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon.
Oh, just me being naughty then. Thanks, race director. Right. Lance Stroll still overpowered. Okay, Meg doing well. Stoffel. Stoffel the waffle. I'd be interested to see if Alfa Romeo would ever come back. Oh, there we go. So, like, I'm not terribly off the pace. I seem to do better in race compared to practice and quali, though. So expect me to be last on the grid in qualifying. Or very close to it. And then in practice 3, we will do the quali sim. Which I'll probably also fail, but it's just worthwhile showing all of this. I say, hopefully. He lies truthfully. Oh look, is that the telemetry of my race strategy thing that you didn't give me? Thank you. Still no Anthony Davidson in our paddock. Clearly we aren't exciting enough. You're currently performing as expected. What, terribly? So that now gives us more resource in the R&D tree. So I'm going to ask to develop that as well. And that'll be ready for China. Ah, so does that then put that back to back? Let's see. So yeah, so we've got the rate reduction for Bahrain. That's for China. And that's still as it is anyway, so that's all okay. Cool, right. Practice free. And quickly do the quali sim, and then we'll get into quali itself, get knocked out in Q1 and get into the race. Thank you so much, people who are joining in for... Ah, crap! Oh, this will now get copyright striked. But thank you very much, people, for joining and spending your Friday evening watching me not do particularly well. So, I was not particularly happy with that, so I'm going to go back to that as a setup for now. I'm quite happy to have low...
Okay, as you know, this is the third and final practice session of the weekend. If we want to run our qualifying sim program, and I strongly recommend we do just that, this is our last chance.
Thank you, Jeff.
You call this evening?
Kind of. I run an alternative strategy in life. Right, object get 11th. Are you kidding me? Palmer's only been 11th once. Let's go for a flyer. Considering I hand these tyres back.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
And that Bahrain.
Okay, so it doesn't give you the rich max 4 in this simulator, which you only get then for quali, so that makes sense. I feel like, though, if you're going to run all of the practice sessions and sims and stuff...
The final corner face with tears of joy. Hello again. Long time, no see.
Hey, James. Hope you're well, mate. Lovely to see familiar names coming back to watch me do terribly. In a banana. Bananas in pyjamas. What was I going to say? No, I can't remember now. Couldn't have been that good. Yeah, that was it. So, because you've only got like 4 of these units. Oh shit! No!
Let me know you're okay.
No! Right. Because this is day 1, we'll allow me a flashback for this, but we'll do a little slow-mo. How very David Coulthard of me. Let's check out that damage. We'll check out my helmet actually.
Well, it wasn't the final corner.
No, it wasn't the final corner. Boink. Right, dive back. There you go. I forgot SMP Racing were involved with
Crash.
people. Yeah, don't do the same stuff again.
We're down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
I'm quite happy with that time. That means I'm not last on the grid. Oh, I was so excited that I'd got a team objective, I completely braked myself. Ah, I knew that was going to happen. I'd set myself up wrong for that corner completely. Session update. Session update. Oh, Jeff. Thank you.
The current top 5 are Vettel, Stroll, P3. You are currently in P3.
Yay.
Dawn and Ricardo.
Thanks. I just wanted to hear that I was in P3 for a split second, that was all. What's also really great is that you can have loads and loads of different driver profiles on this game.
Want to rerun the program if we can't improve on that time.
So it means that I can do lots of different careers of my own, which is lovely. So this will be purely for my broadcasting, and I'll be doing other careers for myself elsewhere, which is something I desperately wanted after 2016. And I'll definitely broadcast when I get to it the reverse grid championships that you can do, where they've basically taken the GP2 formula, and you've got like a full race, like feature race, and then a sprint race with a reverse grid for half points the next day. So GP2, but with GP1 cars, how amazing is that? And I think that would actually be quite fun to watch, so I will broadcast that at some point, and I won't be in a Renault. I don't know what I'll be in. Probably a Sauber. Or a Williams. Oh no, Pinky Force India. Oh, I'm so close. I'm just a 10th off.
Okay, test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
Oh, hello, Esteban Ocon. I'd be delighted if I was actually 13th on the grid.
You're gonna be busy at work on Tuesday. Our friends Korea have set of missiles.
I work for the unemployment agency. Unless they're going to aim them all at just unemployed people, I'm alright, I think. 5% for the MGUH. 3% on a gearbox, so at least I'm not chewing up the gears too much. Session update.
Say again, you're breaking up. Here's the top 5 cars as things stand.
Ah, good luck.
You're sat in P2. Grosjean, Stroll, and Van Dorn.
Right, well I'm quite happy with that. I think let's park the bitch and then get into quali.
I don't like bananas.
You're a bit of a shit chimp then, aren't you? I need to watch actually FP1. I was working this morning, so I didn't get a chance to watch free practice 1 for Spa, although I have seen Massa's massive crash. Poor Felipe baby. Oh, shout out to Billy Munger. That's what he's saying. That's a really niche thing to be talking about in an F1 game. Right, everyone else is out and about.
Apples. I slept through the first 10 minuets. I was like, oh fuck, and sprinted to the TV.
Minuets. Amazing. 1.8 off. I'm quite happy with that. Right, end that sesh.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top 3.
Yes,
who
let's.
are Raikkonen, Vettel and Max Verstappen. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
Interesting. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Only half a second off the Hulk. If I can replicate that in quali, I will probably have an orgasm. Oh, Lance Stroll, you naughty boy. Naughty Lance. Okay, let's do some quali. Less of the cider, Simon. You won't last long. What's the time? Oh Christ, midnight. Sozzles. I didn't realise I was starting so late. Weird day.
He needs spanking by F2 face with tears of joy.
I'm not spanking anyone on this stream. Oh, new rival. Is it Hulkenberg?
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there.
Oh, fuck
This is
your
good.
eyes.
Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Oh, she's scary. She looks like she wants to be in a vampire movie. I don't like it. Don't like it. Rivalry is head-to-head, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I thought it'd be Hulkenberg. Who looks also slightly like he wants to kill you in that photo. But he's busy talking with Anthony Davidson, the world's worst in-game commentator. The phrase phoned in was made, excuse me, just for him.
Hi, it's Emma.
Hi.
Your qualifying goals
She
came up in the
actually
board meeting
changed
this morning.
dress.
Here's what to expect.
Qualify 11th or higher. You what? Don't think so, love. I do not think so, love. Right. Was there any other things that popped in beforehand? Nope. So we're still good. They're all still 4%.
I can see you getting fired.
They'll adapt the goals when they realise how terrible it is. I'm assuming reputation level is like what other teams think of you. So for some reason Ferrari like me. Don't know why. Maybe I eased off and let them through quite happily. Or maybe it's because I was bashing Hamilton earlier. They can hear me. The hills have eyes and ears, and mouth and nose, head,
Emma's hair
shoulder, feet and
textures
toe.
need a bit of work.
Her eyes need work.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly.
Okay.
Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share
Bottas
of qualifying
looks
sessions
evil.
in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much
Nice
about dealing with
textures
the
on the
pressure,
helmet.
It's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you
Just
willing
like
to
Force
take.
India
You're constantly
verging on their
balancing the
livery.
car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy
Oh.
to get that balance wrong.
I like
That's
how
why
on the
achieving
back of the
perfect
Sauber
lap is
garage
almost
they've
impossible.
they've
As you
replicated
say,
the
we've been
driver
doing this
list of
30
everyone
years
that's driven
now,
for
and
Sauber.
it never gets any easier.
Love it. Right, so I'm keeping that setup because that setup felt good. Now, Quali is the one where it looks like it was going to rain halfway through, didn't it? So we're going to need to get a lap in quite early, I think. Okay, so Q1 will be dry. It'll be Q2 where it will start to get soggy biscuit, maybe.
Is Giovinazzi on that list?
Giovinazzi won't be on that list because he hadn't driven for them before this season. I love the way how Perez and Hulkenberg magically appeared on that map there. What was going on? Okay. I love that pink. So cute. There's my Hulk. Right.
There's only a few cars out on track. We should consider getting out there.
So how many laps of... So that would be your Q2 tyre, I guess. So Q3, race, race. Mandatory, mandatory. Oh, okay. Okay.
Engine fired. We're set.
I'm already really, really sick of that guy in the background. Now that I've picked out the words that he's saying. It's a very short loop on repeat, and if that's the same at every single racetrack, I will cry.
Who's gonna be on board TNW?
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Hamilton, probably. I am slightly worried that Mercedes have actually taken a decent step forward, and Ferrari may not have done, which will make everything a bit sad. More updates.
Repeat that. There's interference. There's static over the radio. Say again.
More updates.
Say that again. We're having trouble receiving.
Jeff! More updates.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
How can you not fucking catch that, Jeff? More updates.
Say again. You're breaking up.
Fuck's sake. More updates.
Got that. Confirmed.
Thank fuck for that. Jiminy Crickets.
I feel like they did something to the tires. You don't top the session on hardest tire. Meet the new Jeff, same as the old Jeff.
Different voice, same ears. Oh, I've gone out of a shit ton of fuel. That's not great. I should have looked at that on my setup. Right, wish me luck. That sunset though. Stop it with the lens flare, Australia.
Wait until you have to drive in the rain.
The rain is extra misty in this game, actually. Like, less visibility than before. Which I kind of like. Excuse me. That was not a good line.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
I wasn't talking to you, Jeff. After you ignored me. Messy end. That's what she said. Okay, let's do a second run.
This game is pretty great. You're not gonna be at the back.
Nico's lap times are better than yours. Nico
Hey, Calvin.
is faster than us.
I saw you was going for a Force India
Damage only looks minor,
career.
but you'll
How you
need to
getting
take
on?
it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Box this lap.
Our best lap so far is
No!
1:27.1.
Jeff! Box this lap.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Box.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Jeff, you're a cock.
Okay, copy that. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Oh dear. Copy that. Session update.
Quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are Hamilton, Vettel, Perez, Hulkenberg, and Grosjean.
Yes, I'm aware I lost lots of time there.
This year everyone has chosen different teams. Last year, everyone was at Haas or Renault.
I've seen loads of people doing a McLaren playthrough.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
That is true. Where am I? In relation to... Okay, so I'm well ahead of the
So far, our
Saubers.
fastest lap is a 1:27.1.
And a Van Dorn. I feel like I could... Should I go again? Mind you, I'm only 9/10 off Hulkenberg. I feel like in an effort to get this
I
thing
have no
on.
choice, confounded face.
I know. It's okay. It's alright.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
It keeps thinking I'm trying to talk to it for no reason. Right. I'm quite happy with that for now. I don't think I would get through into Q2 anyway, so let's just move it on. In the efforts of creating a good live stream.
Playing with a pad. Massive respect if you do. These games can be tricky with pad.
Yep, I'm playing with a PS4 controller. But I play all my racing games with a controller. So even like the R Factory stuff and Project Cars and all of that stuff. Objective failed. So yeah, Q1. Out. Alonso, Van Dorn, Ericsson. Oh, myself, and then Verline. Why did they magically jump? Fair enough. No incidents. Oh well, back row. At least no one can rear end me. Who misses. Oh, let me stand up for a second. I've got a sore back. Oh, put on so much weight when I was on holiday and I've not lost any of it yet. I feel so fat and overweight, like more than usual. Yeah, actually.
Last to first challenge.
Not today, Jim, I don't think. Okay. Why didn't it bother with the other ones? Surely that's an error. Oh, okay. So my reputation with everyone has gone down. Clearly because I'm not a Red Bull driver, they're just not interested at all. I like that that's the way how they're thinking. Right, come on Emma.
Hey,
Late
how are
and
you?
hard.
I have some information
Smith
on
to
the race
replace
goals you should
Palmer
keep in mind.
PLS.
Championship target 11th. Oh, get lost. Finish this race in 14th. I think not. There needs to be some retirements. Right, wish me luck, everyone. So for this first race, and probably this first race only, because I'm getting used to the car and the game in general, I've kept flashbacks on, but that's generally not going to be the case going forward. I've got simulation damage on as well. So it is literally one hit and everything's all over. So it's the way how I like to play. But just please be kind to me today because it's the first day of its launch day of the game. And I got it at about 5 o'clock this evening. So I've only played it for a couple of hours. So it would be remiss of me to do all of this build up to a race and then crash it out on lap 2. Be like, game over.
You can do it.
I should try, Calvin. I should try. Wish me luck. And let's hope that this stream doesn't get copyright claimed like my other one. Yeah, Cody, sort that out. Please.
It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in
hasn't
what
even
we
turned
hope will
up
be a
yet. Smiling
triumphant
face
new
with
era of
horns,
Formula
smiling
One
face
racing.
with horns.
For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start.
Oh, I have a horrible
Well then,
feeling
after
that
an
that will
exciting qualifying session
ruin it.
yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen starts today from pole position.
What?
And P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo.
By
strong
half a
showing
second?
from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Massa, Verstappen, Stroll,
Boom.
Sainz, and Esteban Ocon,
Yay.
Hulkenberg, Perez, Romain Grosjean, and Magnussen, Kvyat, Alonso, Marcus Ericsson, and a Renault. Verline and Stoffel Van Dorn completes the grid.
a grid
Now
penalty
it's
on
almost
round
time for
1.
lights out, so let's go down to the track.
I'm not on the back row. Yay! Oh dear. So that's a weird grid.
Such my balls.
That's nice. I love the way how Kevin Magnussen looks like a really old man. So yeah, 2 pit stops for me. I think because fuel is less of an issue. And also, don't forget you get the option to underfuel the car if you want to. But I'm not going to. I'm going to overfill it because everyone knows I've got fat fingers with that accelerator pedal. And I didn't do particularly well in the fuel challenge either. Oh, and I'm starting super softs and everyone else is on ultras. There wasn't a one stop.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap.
learning the gears. I'd have hoped by the time I got to race day I'd have learned how to get through the gears by now, mate. Stoffel the waffle. Boop, 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 boop. So actually this is going to be interesting because... Get away, Verline. I'm on a completely different strategy, it looks like, to everyone else around me.
Surely you can do SS to S. At least you can't run international on the formation lap this year.
Oh Mana, why do you have such a wonderfully long memory? I hope people forgive my sins. I'm still crying over the final lap of Azerbaijan, which then just turned into a grudge match when I realised Gutierrez was about to score, so I just rammed him off the road on the final corner. You can't take my point, Gutierrez, Gutierrez! Who incidentally has done not very good in IndyCar either.
Tire management.
Not massively, Calvin. It seems to be less of a problem in this game, but we'll see how we go.
Again, we're having trouble receiving.
Shut up, Jeff. Oh, actually, more updates.
We don't currently have the data for that request.
He's just shite.
Oh my god. More updates.
Understood, copy that.
Thank you.
Armor.
Yeah, the softs might be too slow. It depends, and obviously there's potential for safety cars and virtual safety cars, so we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that this will be an action-packed race full of drama and opportunity. Why am I in reverse?
I like that robot voice that tells us what you're saying out loud.
Oh yes!
I'm your mother.
We're looking good from the start.
Schmiffy, go! Go, Schmiffy, go, go, go! Yay! I'm a lead Renault!
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Okay. We're on it.
Start.
I have a horrible feeling it won't last for long though. Because I'm not as fast as Hulkenberg.
They've just stopped letting you pass.
But I've always been very good at an opening lap in other games, so when I don't smash into people, obviously.
Jeff, you're drunk.
That lens flare on that corner is going to really annoy me. Oh, something's going on up ahead. Yoink. Sorry, Rogro. They're all too busy battling. It's the Williamses doing something with someone.
58 laps. Mentless Dave. LD. Grinning face.
Ah, so it's Massa battling with... I'm assuming that was Verstappen then, that was getting past Massa for 6th, that was holding up that train, which was helpful for me. But the train seems to be the entire field, which makes me less happy. Oh, Ocon. I love that the AI drivers are making mistakes this year. I've got nowhere to go with it. I didn't hit Ocon. What? Nice collision detection. Nice day one problems. Oh yeah. So that sign's got round Stroll, or is no, it's Perez. I feel like the contrast might be up slightly too much on my game, and I need to dim that down a little bit.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Okay.
Turn proximity arrows off and map off.
I don't notice them, but I do notice them when they turn red. It's really weird how your eyes kind of focus off of things quite quickly. Ooh, what's going on there? Is Sainz and Perez having a squabble? Weather report.
Proximity arrows off is just plain dangerous for my face.
Oh wow, Perez got round. Oh, Ocon in the wall. I'm staying out of that. That looks like it's going to get juicy.
But realistic.
Oh, we've all got DRS on each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm backing off with the idea that they'll slow each other out of turn 2. And I'll have you here instead. Oh, the pair of you. Smithy's in the points. And then forgot how to take that corner because he was so excited.
It was the McLaren, Renault and Force India battle again.
It was good. Nice and clean driving. So while Sainz holds up the entire field, let's use that to our advantage and try and get away a little bit. So it's Perez who's next up the road. Unrealistically stuck behind Lance Stroll. I need to get over that. I'm sure they'll patch Stroll to be slightly slower. I get why they've done it though. I think they've done it based on like championship position. Because of Stroll's nice little podium that he got.
So the gap to our teammate is 2.0 seconds.
I'm not really getting away, am I?
Say again, you're breaking up. Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Didn't say anything.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.2 seconds.
Azerbaijan is the race of the year.
It's a crash fest of the year.
I hope they patch the game so Force India is faster than Williams at the start, like they have been for the last 18 months.
Yeah, it seems weird that, I mean, this is the most competitive that I've actually seen Force India in a race so far. almost always Ocon struggles to get out of Q1 at the moment. Which, to be fair, he did have like a couple of crappy qualifyings at the start of the year, but always made it back in the race. So maybe it's just a thing like that they've done, and maybe when you get further into the season they're a bit better. But yeah, it does need a few patches on the old driver stats. Like Raikkonen appears to be slightly overpowered as well, I've noticed. Oh, they're starting to catch me back up again now they've stopped squabbling. How's my car looking? Not too bad.
Kiwi also appears to be slightly too happy on the podium. That needs rebalancing.
Like it. Surprised I haven't got like a bonus ice cream cut scene. So this is playing with 90 as the AI value. You can go up to 110. Literally like Spinal Tap difficulty.
Give me an S, give me a B, give me an I, give me an N, give me an S for science. Bullshit, wrong name. But there might be a scene where Kiwi finds out he missed a peel presentation.
Okay, I think we're doing alright at the minute. Full
So
race.
far, our fastest lap is a 1:31.
What did I... Jeff!
Gap to car in front is 2.7 seconds.
Full race update.
P10, you're in P10. Perez ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 2.7 seconds. They're on fresh Ultra Softs. Signs behind. The gap is less than a second. They're on old Ultra Softs. Pit window will open in 17 laps time. Pit window opens in 17 laps.
Needed to say that twice just to make that clear. Perez can't get round Stroll. Oh, careful. No slidey slidey, Smithy. Okay, we're on it.
They're strolling together.
Boom. If anyone has any questions about the game, thank you very much to the people who are joining silently in the background. Most welcome to say hello. And I'll try and answer them as best as I can whilst I drive mediocrely alright. Oh, I'm closing them down. They're too busy battling each other, I think. How's my fuel? Ooh, I am losing quite a bit. And my tyre wears a bit poo. Bear with me. Once I'm out of the corner, I'll say hello back. Yeah, hello, Chimpy. I know you're there. Ooh. Okay, I was a bit worried then. Right, I feel like tyre wear is going to become potentially quite an issue because I've not actually run a tyre up to really high life level of like high tyre wear loss yet. So it'd be interesting to see just how much you can push something, if you can push something.
I've got a question. Why didn't it turn up?
Because Royal Mail are wankers.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
I was in the top 10 before. Oh, I knew it. Ah, shots for time penalty.
Penalty for that last incident.
Might be putting off newcomers. Do you agree?
I disagree. I think the skill tree is exactly the kind of complexity that people need, because I think Codemasters have quite rightly worked out that actually trying to get the casual world into Formula One is not working. So, like what they've done with Dirt Rally, go full sim, or go more simmy and more complex, because it's the complexity that people appreciate that bring things back.
Damn it. I was hoping not to see time penalties.
Sorry, James. It is a Smithy stream. So no, I think actually that kind of skills tree, especially because they've kind of led quite a lot of their campaign with look at what we've done with the skills tree. I think it's quite telling though that a racing game now has to spend as much time promoting what you're not doing in the car as what you're doing in the car. I'm not sure if that's just because F1 2016 had kind of proven itself with its model of physics and that kind of stuff, so that it had the opportunity.
Interference.
So it had the opportunity to do that, or not. I'm not sure, but yeah. Well, I welcome complexity because you can always turn it off and just run a normal career season if you want to.
TV interviews back.
Oh, so long as they're not as limited as before.
Off-track stuff like the press conferences.
Yeah, they just need to be done. Oh, Stroll's really buckling under pressure. Come on, Perez. Go on, Sergio. Oh, Christ!
Gap behind is 2.0 seconds.
Sorry, I know I cut that. And because that's not fair, I won't overtake. But I felt like I needed to take avoiding action because I thought I was going to crash. Okay, Lancelot.
Come on, Smithy.
Okay, gap to leader, 33.7 seconds.
Christ. Oh shit, he's got DRS as well.
Or maybe we need a dramatic storyline like Renault 2K16 with murder and all that.
Nice.
Burning face. Your DRS isn't gonna stay open, is it? Like ours.
But I feel like I'm really using a lot of the tyres to do a lot of this. So I'm probably going to get mega penalised on this later. But I don't care. Alright, Christ. Especially as we've got a 3-second time penalty, I actually can't just hold everyone up now.
You can always improve time way through the deep.
Yeah, yeah. You know it.
Do your engines do more races if you do 50% races, not 100?
I think they're scaled. Whoever asked that, chimp. Because I've done like 25% race distances and seen the wear like really go up. So no, it's scaled.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
I'm not asking you for anything, Jeff. Oh, Signs has got round Stroll already. I feel like Jeff, I said this last year, I feel like I need to know more about what's going on in the race around me. So like when people pit or if there's overtakes going on elsewhere, I want to know about it. It's one of the things I miss from pre-Jeff games is that commentary. So like when you used to have the commentary and like you'd have Murray and Martin and then James Allen and Martin Brundle doing the commentary, you could kind of get it so that they would actually talk a bit about what like so and so's in the pits and this lot's in the pits and someone's overtaken someone else. I feel like Jeff should be notifying us about what's going on in the race around. I know that's not necessarily a thing that you would always have going on in real life, but I'd like the option to have that kind of like running race commentary.
3.3 seconds. The gap to the car behind is 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, I'd like the option for that as well. Okay, Massa's in the pits and Ricciardo's in the pits. So we are now 7th. And Ricciardo will have come out into a shit ton of traffic. So that won't help
It's a
him.
shame there are no red flags again this year.
Are there not red flags? I really thought there was. I'm going to need to fuel save at some point. Not now,
I don't
though.
think so. There might be, but I don't think so.
Careful, Smithy. Okay, so clearly Hamilton's pitted then. Excuse me.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.6 seconds.
Okay. How much of a battle shall I give Ricciardo? I'll try and give what I can. But I'm not going to actively lose lots and lots of time because he's not my battle. starting to lock up a wee bit now as well, which is not great. Oh, it's okay, so he's gone super soft.
I got really mad with Codemasters in 2015 for no career. But I see why there was none and made up for it big time.
He's coming through! Nicely done, Ricardo. Oh! Okay, I clearly have a different line to that corner than the AI. Oh, DRS though. That'd be handy.
I can't get over my parappa obsession, but if you got a problem,
Verstappen has just entered the pits. He's in the pit lane right now.
Every time.
You gotta do what? You gotta believe. Da 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 da. If I'm ever known for anything online, it will be my Parappa the Rapper and Jam Lammy playthroughs. Or before I took it down, because when I monetised my YouTube channel, they all got angry because it's just a game trailer. The Playboy Mansion PS2 trailer.
Looking forward for Monaco at night.
Oh yeah, I've got to do a different because that doesn't, I think, come in the career mode unless it's a specific extra thing that you can do. I'll have to do a separate video for Monaco at night. Oh! Uh-oh! Oh, fuck! Oh, it was just the tiniest touch as well. Right, hang on. Let's take another wee look.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, stop go.
It's the little interlock that it's so stupid. Right, so I'm going to go back.
There is one stage I don't really like, it's stage 2 of Parappa the Rapper 2. It's so weird, face without mouth.
Stage 2. Oh, is that the Chop Chop Onion one? Chop Chop Master Lovin'. That gets so many comments because everyone's like, oh, Parappa and PJ are gay. No, they're not. Right, so because this is the first race and it's the new game and it's day 1 of launch, that is the only reason why I'm using flashbacks. Otherwise, I would continue on with that. And I think I've had a big enough penalty. Oh, Felipe, baby. Oh, Christ.
The gap behind us is 9.1 seconds.
I want you in real life, F1.
What, doing flashbacks? I enjoy commentating on esports. So if I was ever going to... I should pursue actual real motorsport commentary. A couple of my friends are in it now. And we all used to do...
The car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
We all used to do stuff together on esports, and almost all of them have now moved over. Probably not. I know I'm no good at. I'm nowhere near good enough for any of that. I've raced with a lot of the people who have qualified and got through to like the McLaren's World's Fastest Gamer. Almost all of those names I've commentated on or raced with.
0.8 seconds.
They look like that in the stage also in Jammer, Lammy stage 3 with the babies. The layout for the stage, it seems very hard, but it's easy.
Mama, 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 mama. But no, so all of the people who are like in the World's Fastest Gamer and all of that kind of stuff, that have all qualified and then gone on to do stuff. Is that Grosjean in the pits? Yes. So when I've raced with them, I've generally been about 3 to 4 seconds off their pace. They all race with wheels and wigs. Wigs? Rigs. They could race with wigs. That would make me more amused. But yeah, I'm nowhere near any of those leagues. I understand in principle what I'm supposed to do, as sometimes you can see here when I'm not driving like that. But yeah, sadly, it doesn't transpire quite nicely. Christ, I've lost so much time. Look, Perez has nearly caught up to overtake me, and I was only 5 seconds behind him before all of this wobbly racing.
My most favourite stage in Parappa the Rapper 2 is Food Court. It's like a video game inside of a video game.
I'm a big fan of chiptune music, so I agree with you. I think that stage is great. Christ, I just feel like I've got no grip. I don't know if this is psychological or not. The car feels like it's really, really squiggly and squirming.
Can we have a moment to talk about Honda and Toro Rosso faced with tears of joy?
It's not happening though, is it? I'd be surprised if Honda's in F1 next year, because Sauber have backed out of their deal. Toro Rosso I don't think will go through with theirs. And then if McLaren buy Honda out, or Honda buy McLaren out, and then they can just leave quietly, which would be a shame I think if they do, because the problem with Honda failing so badly and then leaving without ever rectifying it is that that will live on for quite a few years before another manufacturer even tries. So I feel like Honda need to at least get on par-ish with people before bowing out, because otherwise there's going to be just a fear for people. Oh, Perez is going to get me down at turn 3, mate. Or we might do it here. Good AI. Good AI. so sorry, Sergio. This is probably really not helping your race at all. It's not helping mine now. Okay, Massa's done Magnussen.
Our gap to the car in front is 8.3 seconds.
Fuck, we've really lost time in this sprint.
Who's a good boy?
Woo! Woof it. Woof it real good. Woo! Woo! No. What a move. Oh, I'm coming back though. No, don't hit me.
Nico is in the pits.
Smithy's a dog face with tears of joy.
I'm nothing but a hound dog, driving all the time. Woo!
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Yeah, we got this. We've got this. He's going to try it again, I can tell.
Can you see Sam Bird from Formula in F1?
No. Too old. And he's spent too long as a development driver. It's a bit like Gary Paffett. It just won't happen now. Unless someone does like a weird De La Rosa and comes back in like 6 years' time or whatever. But no, I don't see Sam Bird in Formula One. It's a shame. He's actually a very, very good driver. No, I think if anyone's going to come across, maybe Jean-Eric Verne might come back. Maybe Felix Rosenquist. Maybe. Because Felix Rosenquist literally just drives in every series ever in the world. He knows no bounds. Which is a really good trait to have. But it just means that you can't decide where his career is going to go next. And I really rate Felix. If you go back through my Twitter account, I don't think Bremy will come back. I think Bremy's had enough of Formula One. Whereas I feel like Verne probably feels like he's got more unfinished business. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so my two guys that I was really, really shouting about were in open wheel cars. This is like at high junior level, were Felix Rosenquist and Charles Leclerc. And I was like, these two guys should be in Formula One very shortly. I feel like Leclerc is definitely going to happen. I feel like Rosenquist kind of buggered it up a bit by going to Indy Lights. He'd done very well at Indy Lights, but it's not the usual career path that you would take.
Distance to teammate 6.1 seconds.
Which is why it's interesting that he then didn't go to IndyCar, like say your Chiltons and stuff like that. He went to Formula E. Uh-ohs, uh-ohs! Ocon. Ock off. so angry, chimp. Okay, we're boxing this lap anyway.
Box, box, box.
So probably just as well, considering that gaggle. And then we're going to be on the faster tyres now till the end.
If this was NASCAR, maybe.
That was terrible, but we got there eventually. So, new in the pit stops is that you have to engage the clutch and then go again.
Go now.
And release the pit lane speed limiter obviously as well. So that's Verline going, fucking hell, we've really lost
Stop
out.
to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Or is that Magnussen?
Blue flag.
Oh shit, sorry Vet. Go on, mate. Or at least we get to see what's going on up front, though. Oh,
We've
Christ.
been awarded a time penalty. Go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Fucking time penalties. Why did I put it on strict? Someone remind me. Because I'm an idiot. Driver behind.
Verline is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.4 seconds. They're
Oh, shit.
on ultra softs. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.2.
Okay. I can feel the extra grip. It's lovely.
I still remember watching
Say
Star
again,
last
you're breaking
year
up.
whilst abroad. There was a little kid running into the room showing Vettel, but couldn't save Rick.
Okay, that was blatant corner cutting, Smithy. Don't do that again. Driver in front.
Magnussen is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 15.9 seconds. You're dropping back by around 1.4 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs.
Oh,
We
Christ.
think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:35.0. Our gap behind is 3.8 seconds.
So I think for me, tyre strategy, or tyre wear, I guess, is going to be a definite thing that I need to work on. And my ability to go fast when the tyres are worn. And to stop being told that I'm cutting the track. Oh, hello, Daniel Kvyat.
Kvyat has just come into the pits.
Don't mind if I do. Cheeky. Always a bit dangerous to be right ahead of the missile. Pastor apprentice.
The torpedo. KK Kvyat is coming into the pits afterwards. He says that Kvyat is exiting the pits
16.4
afterwards.
seconds.
So one thing that I do find slightly aggravating is that I've been lapped. So in theory, on my fuel strategy, I should now be +1 lap. Because, I mean, I know it's like not a real-time thing. But I'm going to do 1 lap less now, in theory. So, like, give me that lap's worth of fuel back so that I can burn it. You let me do this in Motorsport Manager.
The top two have a big gap from the rest of the race.
They do. I don't even know who the leader is. I'm assuming it's Hamilton. We're not closing on Magnussen either. Teammate. Jeff. Teammate.
Our gap to our teammate is 20.6 seconds. They're
I
on
have a
fresh
feeling
super
it's not
softs.
coming.
Their time last lap was a 1 minute 29.9.
Okay. Excuse me.
The gap to teammate is 19.4 seconds.
Oh, now he didn't tell me if they was on super softs or ultra softs, but I'm assuming super softs unless he's letting through the leader.
Can you believe it's been a year of Ocon?
Yes, I can. I don't think the press can quite believe it's been a year of Ocon, though. I feel like the question needs to be, can you believe it's been a year without Rio Haryanto? Who is now just a slave for his dad. Yeah, I quite like Esteban Ocon, actually.
The gap to the car ahead is 16.6 seconds.
Seems like a jolly chap. Although realising that you can't count to 3 if you watch the press conference from the drivers' conference this weekend.
Can you believe Stroll's 4 points, let alone a podium?
You've been awarded a time penalty.
Oh,
for that
fuck
last
off with the
incident.
time penalties! That's so harsh. Oh, who's that in the pits? That must be Vettel or the leader. Still all cars in the race as well. So Stroll is a weird one because actually his junior Formula results are actually really quite good. His problem...
It was a demolition derby.
That's true.
What's your engine on Smithy?
2 seconds. So just to finish off on Stroll, his junior Formula is actually really, really quite good. And so I didn't expect him... Like, I knew he wouldn't be setting the world on fire straight away. I didn't expect him to be quite so erratic at the beginning of the season, though. And I didn't expect him to have this weird driving style in the cockpit where it's like he's epileptic fitting driving. I don't know what the ICE is, but that is not liking how I'm driving nearly as much as the rest of my car. So we'll have a look at what that is after this race. See what the bloody hell it is. Try and sort it out. And if there's anything that I can do to adjust my driving to make it nurse better.
Internal combustion engine.
Okay. Thank you. I assumed it wasn't the wrapper of the vanilla variety. No, I don't want to move over for the blue flag because Kvyat isn't. It is Hamilton. Oh! Right! Oh my god! Raikkonen and Magnussen! Did you see that? Oh my god! Let's see if we can we get it on the replay?
Ignoring blue flag.
Oh! What's happened? Oh, what a shame we can't see it. So someone's either crashed out or they've crashed out trying to get into the pit lane. They're both still okay. Raikkonen's lost his front wing. Magnussen will have no front wing by the time that's finished. Is he going to get to the pits or is he... Oh, you... What? Okay, Mag. Okay. Now, will that make a safety car or a virtual safety car or anything? If it's going to happen, can it happen now? Because I'm still on the lead lap. Everyone's still going.
The gap to the car behind is 5.8 seconds. Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message. Our gap to the car in front is 13.3 seconds.
You should go back to the reporting stuff. Face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy.
Still yellow flag there. Look at all that debris. Why is there not a safety car going on? Or a virtual safety car to clear the debris up? Vettel's just on a fastest lap in a yellow flag zone. Helpful. Oh well, we're 11th. For now. But it looks as though Kimi has got into the pits.
You can get punctures by going over debris this year.
Yeah. Let's not test that out. I think. Let's try to not do that anyway. Right, so if there's going to be no safety car, I don't mind being lapped now. Also, that's been mega helpful because it means that I'll only get lapped once probably this race. So long as everyone's got a pit again. Oh, Christ.
Blue flag.
That corner, though.
Don't do a stopper. Get out the way.
I will do. Coming out of here. But whilst doing that, handily save a little bit of fuel because I won't be able to go at full pace. Go on, Valtteri. You can do it, mate.
Okay, gap ahead is 14.2 seconds.
What team should I start my career with?
Depends if you want to be competitive or not. Japanese boy?
Flag.
I think it's a stop-go. If not a 5-second penalty. Okay, Raikkonen with a new fastest lap. That doesn't bode well for us.
I was tempted with Sauber.
I'm going to go for Sauber for my own private little career that I won't broadcast.
Find out.
I liked that answer, whoever said that.
Some information on Hulkenberg. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Yes! Yes! Sorry, Hulk. But yes, all at the same time. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think the beauty of this with the R&D tree and stuff like that is that you can
Gap behind us is 3.3
build a team over
seconds.
time. So if you don't mind not being competitive straight out the bat, then a McLaren or a Sauber is a really good option. I chose this because I was a bit worried that I'd be really
Blue
uncompetitive.
flag.
And this continues on my banana racing of last year as well, so it's kind of handy for me. Oh, who's that in the pits? Let's go back
Gap
down
to
to
car in
lane
front
again.
is 12.8 seconds.
Thank you. And if you're into Steam achievements or trophies, there's one for having a contract in each one of the 3 tiers anyway. So I recommend doing one of each type. So immediately after a championship, or establishing yourself as a mid-team like this one, or sorting your teams out if you're McLaren or Sauber. Oh, Grosjean's got round Kvyat. Now Raikkonen will be coming for the lot of us. That's the worry that I've got next. So I don't know how long he was in the pits for. And I've already got 9 seconds of time penalty, isn't it? Oh, that's Stroll in the pits. And someone's retired. Verstappen's out. Oh my god. Haha.
For supper, so cool, they couldn't pay for a new engine.
Yellow flag.
There he is, parked off to the side. Sorry, Max. Grosjean's looking way faster than what we are. Don't think we'll keep him at bay for long. They're so nasty round that kink. Be careful when you race. They do like to hit you.
Running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
Okay, what we got? Okay, so I can see a Grosjean, I can see a Kvyat.
So the gap to our teammate is 10.5 seconds.
Don't hit me, Rogro. No go for the Rogro. I'm sorry.
The gap to the car ahead is 8.1 seconds.
They're closing down on Hulk. I'm a bit worried. God.
You'll catch up and they'll fix the issue.
Shut up. You know my luck too well. And it probably won't matter anyway because I've still got those 10 seconds.
Midfield team to start with.
Renault seems to be a good one. Force India would be really good as well. Or Toro Rosso.
Olives.
Or Haas. No Roman.
Force India or Toro Rosso. You just listed all midfield teams.
Well, they're all good midfield teams. That's why I listed them. I don't think there's any like bad or good ones to go for it.
Close it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Whoever said that? Jim. No, I agree. It is so close. And with the R&D tree, I was saying this at the beginning, you can plan out your car so that it can make up for your own driving issues. So if you have a particular driving trait that you really like in a car, like if you really like an oversteery car or an understeery car, or one that's really strong on brakes, that kind of thing, just build it out in the R&D so that you then have a car that works for you. Oh, that felt a bit early.
Blue flag.
That computer voice says hi is funny. Hearts.
No!
So who's your favourite F2 driver?
Charles Leclerc.
That's his mum.
Ah, shit, Raikkonen next.
What about Lando Norris in F3?
Yeah, I rate Lando Norris as well. He's done very, very well with what he did. Showed quite a lot of promise last year. Now everyone's noticed because it seems like everyone is like, shit, we need a new British driver to fanboy over. So he's now become the popular person to like talk about, but actually he does have an awful lot of talent. I do wonder though, with the Formula 3 field, how much of the Formula 3 field is actually flattering him a little bit as well. Hang on, I'm going to go quiet because this is going to be a little raging battle that may only last a couple of corners, but we'll have it anyway. No, Kimmy. Good Kimmy, stay behind. Have an ice cream. Or a tattoo. Because, I mean, there's some interesting names in the Formula 3 collection this year. But, like, none of them seem to be able to, like, pull consistent weekends from each other. Like, Maxi Gunter seems to be up and down like a yo-yo. So does one or two of the others. Oh, Kimmy!
2.3 seconds.
Come on, get that Renault out the way.
Oh, shit.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.2 seconds.
I tried. Couldn't quite keep him. Stroll signs and Ocon. Okay. Oh, who's that going slowly? Oh, it's a team me. Hello.
Difficult level not too high then.
What was I going to say? About the F3 stuff. So there's a couple of drivers also in Formula 3 that I quite like the look of. Mick Schumacher is not one of them at the moment. He's a good like little middle level of that tier driver stuff whilst he learns his feet and learns his trade. But his name will probably carry him to the next tier higher. Joel Eriksson is quite an interesting person.
See you later.
See ya, whoever that is. Boy 17. Who else?
Opening distance to teammate 1.5 seconds.
I quite like Guan Yu Zhao. He's not fast enough, I don't think, but he's about the only person in there that doesn't seem to crash all the time. Unlike Callum Ilott, who is our other big British hope, who's doing quite well.
Tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. He didn't get the joke.
Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. I can't get everything.
I was quoting Hulkenberg, Japan 2016.
See you later. Who else was I going to say? Is interesting. I don't really know who I like or or like root for particularly in Grand Prix 3 or GP3 rather. That field seems particularly weak.
When we said that was great.
Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now.
Okay. Which makes me think that we should be in next time round. Since we are now becoming a Smithy train, unlike a trolley train. Oh Christ, yes.
A Morrison's trolley train.
Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Oh fuck. Get away from me, Stroll, get away from me!
Ahead is 8.5 seconds.
I feel harassed!
Bring back any team from F1's past. Who would it be?
Minardi. And don't tell me that Toro Rosso is Minardi, it's not. I just want Minardi back. My
We're
beloved
considering
team.
switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Bit late now, Jeff.
I knew what his answer was going to be to that one.
I bet you did, James. My lovely little team.
Go, go, go.
I'd say Alpha.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh shit!
I want a
Oh,
competitive McLaren
well
again.
saved. To the limit trophy, I don't even know what that is. Right, let's see what we've got to deal with. Oh Christ. Driver in front.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Arrows. I'd like to see
We're
that
seeing
sexy
minor
black
damage to the
vehicle
front
with
wing.
standard livery
Be
again.
easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Shit. Oh, Nico.
I think the McLaren livery, which was cool, was different. Would be nice to see that again.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
How bad is my level of damage? It didn't feel that bad. Eh. We're fine. 18% though on the engine.
Later.
He's a bit faster than me, isn't he? Still,
Which livery do you like the most by highs
Gap
and
to
to
car in
this
front
year?
is 2.4 seconds.
can I say none of them? I really dislike their livery. I mean, it looks better on track than it does on paper. But it couldn't be more boring if it tried.
0.3 seconds.
I like. I think Sean Ball needs to stop with like the 1 million livery changes a day on his Instagram account. But I do like one that he done recently where he put the Haas livery and then put the American flag over the back. I thought that was suspiciously American, patriotic, and quite cute.
Pilkington Homes. What is your favourite F1 livery in F1 altogether?
Ooh. That's a very good question, and I don't know what the answer would be. There are some lovely ones. So, like, I really liked the Jordans when they were in their beautiful yellow. I thought they looked good. Like the 97 one with the snake on the front and the front wing. Nose cone, sorry. I really, really liked the 19...
Over the radio, say again.
Shut up. The Dolmio black and green Minardis of 95 and 96.
Honda, to be honest.
What else do I like? I always liked the Ligier blue. I thought that blue was lovely. Favourite McLaren livery? I don't know if I've got a favourite McLaren livery. I wish there was more colour on the grid. I think we're getting there slowly.
McLaren 2011/Force India 2011/Renault 2016/Red Bull 2013-14. The 1986 Williams.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.8 seconds.
Oh, the 1996 Williams, or 97 Williamses as well. I did like the Rothmans liveries. They were gorgeous. The Canon ones were good as well.
You mean the banana?
What else did I used to really enjoy?
The 1996 Williams is my second favourite.
The 1994 Pacific. That was a good livery. The Ligiers of the early 80s and 70s were always beautiful. Oh, the 2011 HRT with the checkered flag on. I always thought that was smart.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Oh.
Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
Oh, 2 people are out. Who's out?
Favourite drive from 1950 to 60.
Hang on, I'm trying to work who's retired.
That was Virgin.
Pascal Wehrlein is out. And Bottas! No! Ha! Pascal, have you done a Verstappen and taken someone out?
Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Okay, clear.
Fuck. Oh, hello from Cornwall.
Hello.
Padster O. Lovely place to be. I'd imagine a Cornwall Grand Prix to be quite scenic and picturesque. Lots of cobbles. Oh, Alonso's got round Van Dorn as well at this late hour.
I'd like a Scottish Grand Prix.
What are you going to do? Just drive around some fat people?
21.3 seconds.
I feel like I'm allowed to say that because my dad's Scottish. And we're all fat. Right.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
Oh, shush. Right, I'm going to go up to Rich 3. The plan to do, like, a really good hot lap now, if I can, to see if that will help me in my rivalry against Hulkenberg. Since he's going to win, it looks like, in the race battle.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Yeah, in a minute, mate. Una minuta. Although it doesn't really
Did
look
you
like...
see the McLaren proposed working F1 track?
Yeah, that did make me like. I loved that. I loved how much effort they'd put into it as well.
Say again.
Such a good idea.
Our gap to the car in front is 7.6 seconds.
So if they had an Essex Grand Prix, it would just be loads of roundabouts. And the occasional one-way system, which works for a racetrack, to be fair, but yeah, it'd just be welcome to the roundabout Grand Prix.
It will be held at Knockhill, and its official title will be the Renault Grand Prix of 5.
Oh, I'd love to see Knockhill on the calendar. What a circuit. I love that circuit. I did enjoy watching the BTCC there earlier. BTCC, yeah. And for those of us that like touring cars, have you seen the news about there being a rival touring car league started for 2018? Because British touring cars has never ever, well, not for a very long time, had any kind of competition at all. So it's interesting to see there being enough interest for a secondary series to kind of rival it in the UK. It does surprise me because in general motorsport seems to be shrinking as an audience, but BTCC
Top Knockhill.
is
3
going.
miles is too short for F1.
I know I'd love it though. Like F1 at Thruxton would make me giggle.
Did you see over the summer break the calendar for next year?
What, the F1 calendar?
Brand new. I like how your Hydro softs and your helmet fit so well together.
Colour coordinated. I love a little bit of purple.
Yeah.
I was going to make a joke about having a purple helmet, but this is probably not the best place to do it. YouTube hates me enough already. But yeah, I'm just sorry that this is going to be a slightly dullish end to the race. But I hope it's been interesting enough for people. It's been lovely to have you to talk to throughout. I'll try and do at least one career race every week and go live on a Saturday or a Friday.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
If not a wee bit more regularly, maybe. Depending if FOM keep copyright striking everything.
Russia is next year's calendar to replace Malaysia.
Rip Sepang. I really like that circuit. It will be a shame to see it go. Well, it hasn't felt like it's been on the calendar for nearly 20 years.
I hated it. Where would you want the British Grand Prix if Silverstone wasn't available next year? I hate Silverstone as well.
Not much you like. I don't know where I'd stick it. Up my chaffer. Maybe.
Formula One management, if you just showed 2 seconds of our footage. Asterisk, not asterisk.
Don't tempt fate. See, Donington kind of sticks out as about the only place that I would want to stick it. I'm not a particular fan of Rockingham. And you'd want to kind of make it would come across like a poor man's Indy when they done Indy and it ran round half of the circuit.
The gap behind us is 26.3 seconds.
That way. I can't really think of where else you could put it. And I wouldn't want to do... I don't want a London Grand Prix. We've got enough weird and pooey street circuits as it is. Stop with those. You only need a couple of street circuits because then otherwise it gets too weighted, in my opinion.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.9 seconds.
It's why I struggle with Formula E. The circuits are,
I like Australia,
in
Ukraine,
general.
Russia, Spain, Canada, Azerbaijan, Hungary, Singapore, Italy, Mexico.
So again, you're breaking up.
What others country would be good to have the F1 Grand Prix at?
I'd love to see Turkey back. I'd love that circuit. Although
3 laps of fuel remaining.
maybe not whilst there's a little bit of political unrest out there.
Say no to street circuits.
I really liked the Bud International Circuit. I think I'm quite on my own with that though. There's talk of Argentina coming back, but I've recently seen some video footage of that circuit and it's in a really bad way. I don't see there
India and Argentina.
being a want or a need to bring it up to spec. I'd like a Nordic Grand Prix. Well, I can't really think of anywhere. Maybe like Anderstorp, maybe in Sweden, is about the only track I can think of that might actually be capable. But like a Swedish or a Finnish or a Norwegian track to kind of help out with that kind of part of the globe, because there's always a driver, or at least one from there. There's always a Finnish driver. We've also got a Sweden with Ericsson. I know they travel across for Hungary because that's the Eastern Bloc belt and that's about as close as they can get. So they've kind of adopted that as their home race, which is helpful for Hungary. But it'd be nice if they didn't have to travel. Zolder, I'd quite like, I think would work well maybe for like a mini F1
We've
race.
been awarded a time penalty.
Oh,
We'll go
fuck
against our
off.
finishing time at the end of the race.
And I'd like to
Okay,
be
the gap
president
behind
of
is
Beijing Company.
27.6 seconds.
Stupid time penalties. If anyone was playing shots for time penalties, I hope you're doing well. And I'm sorry. Although we haven't got enough so
I
that...
feel like spamming the check flag emoji when he crosses the finish line. Final lap.
Hamilton wins.
Gap to car in front is 14.6 seconds.
Well, providing I get home, I will caveat that. I don't think that this has been a terrible debut race on F1 2017. Relatively respectable, closer to Hulkenberg than what Palmer has ever done.
He will give his phone a logo. As a asterisk.
Hashtag blessed. Yeah, let's just bring this home. We'll have hit our target as well. So Renault might actually be happy with, oh Christ, with us. Alonso plus 87 minutes. What? Done.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
You will. 13th. Nice. Oh, got a numb bum.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today.
Toto, looking a bit
So,
blanche.
how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's
No.
hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
Yeehaw. Clink. Oh, didn't he do well? I'm blessed. Hashtag. Shooey.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's got to be Romain Grosjean. He was in another league for me today. Really impressive.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari moved to the top of the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Toodles.
He
So,
bought the same shit he bought last year, fucking idiot. Do you think Daniel will be given a penalty to stop him from finishing on the podium?
no. Oh, good race by Massa. Well done. Perez up there. Romain Grosjean gets points for Haas. Stroll in the points. Ocon gets in as well. Sainz grabs one for Toro Rosso. Although Kvyat was faster. Then it's Hulkenberg. So yeah, Hulkenberg with that problem not scoring, which actually I think flatters me a little bit, because look, a whole second off. But to be fair, not looking like we're terribly out of place from the rest, so I don't think that the difficulty is too much. I probably just need to spend more time working on setups. K-Mag, Van Dorn, Ericsson 2 laps down. Then our retirees, 2 biggies and a Sauber. Race director. So a mixture of 2 and 3 stops there.
Are you going to platinum this game?
I shall try. I platinumed 2016 and 2015, but I'd never platinumed any of the other ones before that because they've always had weird online trophies. And in general, I don't. I struggle with online racing in random places because it just doesn't work. Oh, Raikkonen got a stop-go penalty for that collision with Magnussen. Oh, then those two crashed into each other. Excellent. So yes, I shall try and platinum the game if I can, Daria. Good show nod there, by the way, Daria. Right, advance. Let's see what happens in the menu, and then I'll round off this stream. Christ, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm so sorry. I didn't realise it was that late. Time flies when you're having fun. 81% clean laps. Positions gained 5. How are we stacking? Never mind. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Episode 2 tomorrow or next week.
Episode 2... that's a good point. I think episode 2 will probably be next week for this. Tomorrow, though, myself and definitely Zero, we're launching our co-op season tomorrow at 4 PM UK time. I'll be streaming on YouTube. He'll be streaming on Twitch. So you can flick between the pair of us, because invariably we crash into each other and then we're having a lonely race, normally one of us. So at least it gives you the chance to switch between the two. But those are less about the game, and it's like an F1 podcast, but we're playing the F1 game whilst we talk about what's going on in Formula 1 at the moment. So maybe that might suit and help. Introduction to career score. What we got?
In Western Standard in Australia.
Is this the one?
Indeed it is. And this is Jonathan. He's going to let you drive some of his cars.
Well, not quite.
She looks like she's going to rape you.
A mere detail. You know, I'd really rather be down there racing than myself, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know what it will
Actually
be
quite handy,
in
but
Australia, sorry.
It's the downforce, those lateral G's, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. That's where you come in.
Oh, you look a bit
We run
evil.
in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts.
What's going on with his
I have the
hair?
authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these. Make our business look good, and most importantly, bring the cars back in one piece. So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
Statue hair.
Now,
That hair is scary.
I'd like to go over those contract revisions we discussed.
Oh, they've made David Croft skinny. Oh, here we go. So whoever's left in the stream, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do the overtake challenge or the pursuit? Let me know. Pop your votes in.
What will you choose for the classic thing?
Because if that's short and immediate, I'll do it now as a little round off.
Overtake.
1 for overtake.
I vote overtake.
2 for overtake. 2 for overtake. Any more takers on overtake?
Overtake.
3 for overtake. I think we're good with overtake. And it's with the 96 Williams, so I can get a little bit aroused with that.
Overtake.
4 for overtake. Thank you, Doc Nathan. You're a real doctor. Oh, trophy. Invite only. Oh, Silverstone short. I've not driven this layout yet. Is it just the national circuit? If that gets copyright claimed, I'll cry.
It's time for a well-deserved rest from the championship for a classic exhibition event today. It's winner takes all, so who will emerge on top in this unique challenge?
Okay. Pass go, overtake 12 opponents. This begins with a rolling start. Your goal is to overtake the number of cars before the time runs out. Okay. Ah, oh, listen to that. Oh, oh, the grip. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. Oh, it sounds so good. There's so much more grip as well. Although it's slightly scary that you've only got 6 gears. Again. Sorry, dude. I've got peeps to overtake. Oh, you can just floor it and it goes. Oh, I love it.
Can you do classic career mode?
You can do classic championship. So yeah, if you stay with me after this event, when this saves, I'll back out of career and I'll show you the other stuff that you can do. Oh shit!
Don't think there is one.
Yeah, there is. I've seen it. The shadows are a bit weird on the cars though. Oh, I don't think I'm going fast enough to overtake these, you know. That's better. Come on. It's a bit cheeky, but never mind. I don't think we're going to make it. And it's that corner that I keep getting wrong, so note to self, next time you can go faster. You gotta believe. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's not happening this time round. Oh Christ! Can I restart this? No, you can't. Shit. Oh! Whoopsie! Look at all those other cars going through though with the McLarens. Nice. Okay, let's restart that. We'll do it. Now that I understand where their circuit is, because I wasn't doing the turn onto the hangar straight properly, is my excuse. Nothing fell off. That's better. This is not going to end well. No, we're okay. Ish. Ooh. It felt like that was right on the edge of letting go.
What would happen if you didn't bring it home in one piece?
Maybe his hair goes a bit weird. So I've already tested offline. You can do modern cars around these layouts. I wish there was more of these layouts though. The amount of time in...
61 million Wendy points.
Hope so. No Clark. There we go, this one's gone much better so far, he says.
You're lifting too much in the corner after the hangar straight. Keep up the speed there. More speed equals more downforce space and stuck out tunnel.
I'm worried because I'm driving a piece of beautiful history. Makes me nervous. This just makes me want like a 1996 like full-on mod though. That's what annoys me. Well, not annoys me, it's what frustrates me slightly.
Don't bottle my Ben.
I'm gonna get him. Oh, just. Listen too much in the corner after the hangar straight. Oh, into Stowe. Okay. We did it! Woo! Nice. Alright, let's save the game. You can take me to China, but I'm not doing any of it. And then I'll quickly show you the... we won't do any of it, but I'll show you the championships that's available. I gotta believe! But yeah, I'll show you quickly the extra championships and some of the stuff that's available on there, because there is stuff that is purely classics. And you can create your own championships as well. What is missing though is because on some of the other championships it gives you loads of different rules. Excuse me, feel like it needs to let you have full reign of the rules as well. Because I want to do a reverse grid championship all of my own accord. I don't want it to be prescribed to me. Now that I know the options are there, I feel like I should be able to create my own style of a championship. If that makes sense. Thanks.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
I've got something you'll be interested in.
Oh.
Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race.
Oh, not a
They're
takeaway.
on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the
Yes.
details.
So that must mean an R&D point went well. Durability, general wear. Yay! Increased durability of all power components as well as a gearbox by 10%. Nice. Success. Okay. So, no one else updated on anything, so that's all good. We've still got our R&D in progress for the weight tray, which is all good. Nothing too exciting going on there. So great. Let's exit the laptop and then we just dive back to the main menu if I can. Yes, I can. I'm good with the session progress. Bring me the menu. Okay. So yeah, so new for this year is this championship thing. And you've got invitational events that as you do them in your career mode, you unlock more here. So we've unlocked those two and I've already passed that one, so that's all good. But in the championship stuff, so you can just do the normal 2017 championship, classic championship season. So classic cars on classic circuits, all rounds, and class.
Before you go off air, can you do a 3-lap race around Monaco midnight in heavy rain?
Okay, yeah, sure. Sprint championship. So grids are randomised for race run and then reverse championship order. Double header. 2 races per weekend. So it's essentially running the GP2 championship. Which I love the sound of that. Shame that it's just China, Mexico, Italy and the USA. But what I want to see,
Thanks.
and it looks like they're gonna either add it on later or you can unlock it or something, is that when you make your own championships, I want to be able to put in like 2 races and the finale having double points and all of those like weird and wonderful stuff. Classic hot lap series and things like that. So there's this interests me greatly. So yeah, more of that please. But when you're trying to like build your own championship, you seem to have less options on that. So let's dive into a Grand Prix. Let's be my pinkies, and let's be Mr. Ocon. So let's do Monaco. Oh, crumbs. And so here's the whole like I might want to add a race to him, but I can't, which is rather annoying. It's 3 laps, Monaco, AI's like that, don't care about quali. Midnight. Heavy rain. You know I'm going to last like 2 seconds. Let's give it a go. Oh my
Anything
god.
can happen in Formula One, so before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid.
Do that.
Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's...
That's the plan.
Thanks.
Okay, don't try anything silly into one. It's going to be crazy in there. Just do your best to stay out of trouble.
I like the way how no one's got any umbrellas. La la la. Right, maximum downforce, please. Oh god. Things I do.
It's a decent start. Good job.
Fucking hell. Oh! Oh! Nearly barrier. I think that was barrier. That was barrier. Okay. Weather report.
Okay, you have a fair bit of damage to the front wing. Damaged front wing. This bad weather doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Heavy rain conditions throughout this session.
Oh, I loved that that all broke up whilst we was in
Awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
the tunnel. This is nuts.
We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Couldn't even see where the curb was.
Caution, caution.
All right, Perez. This is nuts. I love it, but it's nuts. What a great idea this was. I suppose that aerial as well. Oh, Christ. Ah!
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
No. That aerial makes me think, actually, I'll be quite used to the halo when it comes. Let's watch the crash and then I'll... Boo. What a shame. Oh, look, there was a McLaren in the wall at the same time. There we go. Let's bring it home.
Alright, sir, we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
Damage to your Smith.
There's a lot of damage to the front wing. We're seeing a significant loss in downforce.
Oh, Hulk. Nice little pit boards. Ah, no.
Beware, you are under investigation by race control. You are at serious risk of disqualification. Behave yourself out there.
Barely get round lows.
Saw one of TNA Modak's videos, and apparently, Emma gets more pissed off if you get fired than she did in 2016.
Is that why she's got angry eyes? Also, that guy really annoys me. Don't mention him. Oh, Christ.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
Oh, fireworks at Monaco. No. Don't distract my beautiful eyes.
No longer an employee of this organization.
Oh, I love how that lights it all up. Nice light effects. Like that a lot.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Interesting. Cool.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did... So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony
Not me,
Davidson, who would you go for?
Probably Danny Kvyat. The young Russian has a lot to live up to, and I think he did just that today.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's
Naughty
goodbye,
Lance Stroll.
and see you again next time.
Cool. Right, well, I hope that was interesting for people. Thank you so much for watching. 4 o'clock UK time, be British Standard Time. Tomorrow, or today it is now. When stars come out. Clearly I've done a race at midnight for that trophy or something. I'll be doing co-op with Definitely Zero. Looking forward to that. It'll be a crash fest, no doubt. And we'll be talking all about the Belgian Grand Prix qualifying, what we think will be happening for the race, and our general tunaggery about Formula 1. Thank you so much. Take care all. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bank holiday weekend as well. Woo!